Greetings, friends of Lutheran Social Services of the Southwest. I am Deborah Hutterer, and I have the privilege to serve as the bishop of the Grand Canyon Synod of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America. Each year on June 20th, people from around the world observe World Refugee Day. It was first established by the United Nations in 2001 to honor the courage and resilience of those who were forced to flee from their homes due to conflict, disaster, or persecution. As Christians, we remember that Jesus himself was a refugee. As a child, he fled with his parents, Mary and Joseph, to Egypt to escape the threat of violence. And later, he lived without a permanent home, rejected and vulnerable. He knew what it was like to be displaced and to be unwelcome. As people of faith, our tradition teaches that we are to care for the people on the margins. From the very beginning of time, when the people experienced oppression in Egypt and they escaped, we knew that we were always called to care for the widow and the orphan, those in our midst that need care. Where I've seen faith and refugee welcome come together in a powerful way was when I did work at Lutheran Social Services of the Southwest. During that time, I was able to sit with many people who were former refugees and hear their stories. I was able to be at the airport and help to greet families and individuals as they came to this country and to learn from them about what it is to be resilient and to start to be persistent in starting over and openness to try new things. What would I say to someone who feels overwhelmed by the refugee crisis and not know how to help? I think that that's a big and important question. So often the things that we do are small things, where we might write a letter to our elected officials, where we might extend a hand of welcome to someone who we know is new in this country, or where we might even just hold them up in prayer and know and look for opportunities for the way in which we are able to respond. So it's not always the big things, it's the little things that can make a big difference. My call to serve as bishop has shaped the way I think about refugee resettlement in the sense of the fact that we're a global church. So often we think about our neighbor as someone who might live next door, but in fact we are called to care for all people, near and far. And so I think the work that I've been able to experience and observe from other traditions, Lutheran traditions across the globe, and the work of Lutheran World Federation has continued to teach me and to show me how we are to care for all people in God's name. Today, more than 100 million people live as refugees or displaced persons. And in the United States, the refugee resettlement program that was once a sign of welcome is paused, leaving many in limbo. Still, we believe in a God who sees, who hears, and who knows suffering, a God who walks with those who are on the move and who calls us to do the same. Will you pray with me? God of compassion, you hear the cries of those who flee from war, disaster, and fear. Let them know that they are heard. You see the courage and heartbreak of families on the move, strangers offering shelter. Let them know that they are seen. Jesus, you knew what it meant to be homeless and rejected, and you chose love. Let those who are displaced know that they are not alone. Stir us, O God, to welcome without fear, to advocate with courage, to love without conditions. Amen. Blessings on your World Refugee Day celebration.